wanted to thank you for joining me today with some big news that I want to share with all of you. When we did the roadshow, the Free Thinking Entrepreneur Roadshow, the day before Meridian Business Day, September 21st, many of you joined me in giving me feedback on the roadshow, and that's one of our purposes that I want to continue doing, is bringing that type of questions to our small business community where people can ask questions, I can put a panel together, and we get some interactive discussions. But today, there's a bigger thing that I want to share with you, and that is the launching of Wright Media. We've been working on this all year long, and it's almost there. So in December, as many of you know, I sold my business, Ultra Clean Disaster Response Team, in 2016, and it's running great. The guy that bought it, Mark Anderson, is doing a wonderful job running the business. My past employees, they're all happy, they're enjoying the new business. And so now it's time for me to announce my new venture, and that's Wright Media. And we're focusing on the free thinking entrepreneur. And we just finished our website, which you can see over here. It's wrightstuffmedia.com. And the free thinking entrepreneur is someone that is frustrated in their business. Maybe they've tried different things and they just can't quite get their business to the point where they're excited about it or it's working for them. And they've tried other people's systems. They bought this program, they've went to this workshop, and nothing seems to fit them. And what I found was I always tried to find a solution for my business. Because if we own a small business, we all have problems. But what I found was it's when I put what it is that I see the business as, or my thoughts, my beliefs, in building a business model that works for me, that's when I built a business that I was excited about. And after a while, after focusing on what it is that I see my company being and focusing on what I want my company to make me feel like, I started building a company that represented truly who I am. And so when people hired our business, they knew this was a representation of Brandon. And when we communicated our brand to our employees, to our customers, to the community, our business exploded. We started building a reputation for who it is that we are in the marketplace. And so that's why this new company, because it was so powerful for me. And other businesses that I've known that are successful, they're doing the same thing. And not to mention, when times are tough or times are good, you're excited about your business because this truly is your mission, right? You have a vision, you have a mission. This is what we do to get through those tough times. And so for Wright Media, we're going to have podcasts, we have videos, we have books, we have articles. I mean, we're building a concept around this free thinking entrepreneur and really trying to get people to say, listen to others, but think for yourself. And when you think for yourself, it's you can take what it is that I say or that I did, but you do it your own way. And that's why I find that small businesses really, truly have the success when they do that. And the other thing with Wright Media is we want to have others, small businesses and the people that follow our podcasts and all of our content, to really see what others don't. Because in every business, in every industry, there's so much competition. So how do you stand out? You can only stand out if you're unique, so you have to see what others don't. And so our mission is that we change perspective. And if I think differently, then I'm going to act differently. I'm going to build a different type of business, and then I'll stand out in the marketplace. And so that's what Wright Media is all about. So I want to tell you, go over to our website, wrightstuffmedia.com, and check it out. We also have some free resources. I came up with a 7 thought-provoking questionnaire that'll take you through that process of understanding what is it that you can't seem to have, to understanding your thoughts, your beliefs, and where are you now? We call that the reality. But then going into where do you fit into the marketplace? What is it that you do And what is it that you have that nobody else has so you can build yourself in that marketplace? And so I provide that for you as a free download. So go to wrightstuffmedia.com. You can download that. And then also my book, Redesign. Simple strategies to redesign your business for fun, freedom, and profit. I'm offering that as a free download on the website as well. And then here's the other big news. Not only do we launching Wright Stuff Media, but I also want to announce I wrote a new book this year. It's called Phil the Logger, A Working Man, a Boy, and Lessons in Life and Leadership. And what's so special about this book is that when my father died at the age of 15, I was lost. I was emotionally withdrawn. I was angry. And a man named Phil, who was my dad's best friend, stepped in to replace my father. He was the man that taught me how to become a man. He taught me about business. And through logging and being that father figure, he made a difference in my life. And after 20 years, I started thinking, why am I who I am today? What was it that I did, or who was it that was a part of that? And all the lessons I teach my kids today relates back to Phil and what he did for me. So I'd like to, for you, check out Phil the Logger, A Working Man, a Boy, Lessons in Life and Leadership. And I think there's a lot of lessons in there that maybe in society today, people agree with or they don't. But this is the way I was brought up. This is what my thoughts and the way I teach my boys. So here's the last thing. Wright Stuff Media, we have a team, and this is what excites me. Is I didn't want to build a business that was all by myself, because a business can be lonely. So I have a team. My friend Justin Foster and I, he's in Austin, Texas. He's a brand strategist. He and I did one of his Root and River sessions. And that's where we spend a day together and we really dive into how do we create a business model that reflects me, something that gets me so excited. And Justin and I came through that process of me being awakened, right, to something that it totally excited me, but I didn't realize it until Justin took me through that process. So Justin's one of my teammates, and he's offering his Austin sessions, which is what I told you I just went through. But he's also a branding specialist. So he's going to be providing a lot of content for the Wright Stuff Media website, articles, podcasts. We're doing lots of different videos. We even have 2 of his books up here. And then we also have another team member, John Guanci, and he was my E-Myth coach. He's the one that got me excited again about my business, Ultra Clean. When I owned Ultra Clean, he and I worked and developed core values that really represent who it is that I am. And then I hired based off of that. And then that built into our marketing strategy. And that's really what took off Ultra Clean in its quick growth period of rebuilding. And if you've read my story, you know that I've grown a business, I've had to downsize a business, I had to rebuild it, and then we grew it again. But John was a major part of that, being my coach. And so we went through the core values, the vision, the mission, my personal vision, which is how do I want my company to look and feel. And then we have David McCauley. David McCauley, I met the guy during sales training, and David loves conflict. He loves working in organizations to help them understand conflict is healthy, and then how do we communicate, and how do we be proactive through conflict, and making sure that we move forward together as a team. And so David does an amazing job working with teams. So you can find all 4 of us on the website, Wright Stuff Media, under the team member section. And here's what is really going to help the small business community. Not only are we providing the online content, but we're offering coaching and consulting. And so this year, a lot of people have been asking me, Brandon, what are you going to do now that you sold your business? And they see me playing lacrosse a bit, and that's not the only thing I do. But I do consulting. And I've helped a couple turnarounds this year. And one company, I don't know anything about the type of service that they have. It was a produce company. They're losing $50,000 to $60,000 a month. And after about 1 month of working with them, we pulled $11,000 loss. Right? So we're not quite there yet, but then the second month and the third month, they made $20,000 to $30,000 in profit each of those months. And that was after 17 of the 21 months, of losing money on an average of $50,000 to $60,000 a month. So I enjoyed that. Plus, I found that I'm good at that because I did that in my own business. I had to turn it around. And of course, they do the work. I just provide the guidance. So I'm doing consulting, helping different businesses. And then I also do coaching. And I really didn't want to get into coaching, but what I found was everybody comes to me asking me, hey Brandon, what should I do here? My business is having this problem, or I want to grow my business and I'm having this opportunity, should I do it? All these different questions. I found that I'm coaching people, and I'm like, I really like working with small business owners. And so we're offering coaching, we're offering consulting. So I want to ask you for a referral, because I know you guys have supported me over the years with a smoke out, with my business. And what's the best way to start a business, grow a business, is ask for referrals. So I want to ask you, are you a business owner, or do you know somebody that might not be excited about their business, or maybe they're struggling in business, or maybe they're growing so fast they don't know what to do? But what I'm looking for is I'm looking for a small business owner that needs help. Maybe they just need accountability. They're like that type of person, like me, is they'll get this idea and all of a sudden it sidelines them from doing what they were doing when they already have a plan. So they need the accountability. I'm good at accountability. So if you know somebody, do me a favor. Send them to the rightstuffmedia.com website. There's a coaching and consulting form on there. They can fill out information, or you can just send me an email and them an email and introduce us. So coaching, consulting, online content. We're going to be doing a lot more Facebook Live. Of course, Jenny Q's been helping me with that. And what we're doing is we're looking at what are the problems in the small business community. And then how can we use our experience, our stories, and what it is that we've done to share that with you. And then you can do it your way. And remember, that's our slogan. Listen to others, but think for yourself. So we have my new book, Fill the Logger. It's